Welcome back to our third game of the Muhlenberg County New Year's Bash, First Security Bank of Kentucky. Victorious coach of the second game, I guess. I lose track in the last 2 days. Big win last night, big win today against Bowling Green. Your thoughts right now in your ball club?
Well, we played a little sluggish today, and, coming off a big game last night with the crowd and then have to get up this morning and come down here. I was proud of the way we played. We got outplayed, I thought, today, but we won the ball game, so that's the bottom line.
Bottom line, this time of year, we talk about in the college ranks, teams getting ready to go into conference play. When I coached December and the Christmas tournaments, that was one part of it. What do you know about your team right now?
Well, we could be very good. Right now we're struggling with some things defensively. Offensively, I think with Justin Miller, we've got the best post player in the state. Again, defense is what's going to get us, to where we need to be to defend our regional championship. And one of the good things about us, our schedule, right now we've already played one round of the district, right. So that was worked out great for us. So now we can concentrate on us, watch everybody else get back and fight for what have you, but we got to continue to get better.
Schedule drops off just a little bit, not quite. In the last week and a half, you played 20 games, it seems like, hasn't it?
Oh, we've been all over the world. We've been to El Dorado, Illinois. We put about 700 miles on a school bus for 3 days and didn't go anywhere but Louisville. And, of course, our schedule is tough. I mean, I can't really say there's going to be a lull. Going into the 9th district, and now we'll start playing regional teams. It's going to be a chess match every day, and we got to continue to get better.
Guys, get you guys home. Appreciate your time, Rod. Thank you. Great game last night. That's what third region basketball is about, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. It was a barn burner, and I expect the rest of them to be the same way.
Good luck to you. Thank you. Thank you, Coach Rick. Joined here briefly in just a moment by Coach Tony Hopper of the Muhlenberg County Mustangs. He's hosting the tournament. We had to pull him out of his cave back there. He's getting all game ready. Bobby Knight said he used to have a game face on. You have that game face on yet?
It stays on, brother. It never comes off. Just the way it is this time of the year.
Appreciate your time. I know you got some work to do. Let's talk a little about the tournament overall. So far, I know you were tickled about last year. It seems great right now. What are your thoughts?
Well, first of all, it's not really a tournament. It's just people playing. But we expected to have a great turnout because of the caliber of teams and the caliber of kids we had playing in this thing. I mean, you can't get much better than this as far as in-state teams are concerned.
You talked about, it seems like it was right after this last year. You said, well, we've already got these things lined up for last year. This coming year, which is now 2015. You were excited then, thinking, hey, a little bit, what about next year? Can you top it next year?
Well, the only thing that's going to be different next year, because January 1 falls on the Friday, we're only going to have one day next year, January 2, on a Saturday. But we got the best teams in the state lined up again.
Got to love it. Talk a little about your title sponsor here. Hats off to them. They're really doing a super job for you guys, haven't they?
Well, David Ritchie and Darren Ray and everybody at First Security, just unbelievable what they do for us. And obviously we couldn't have an event like this because we pay teams to come play. And that's what we use their money for.
Well, that's a good thing. These teams are marquee teams. They can go any place. People begging them to come. That you guys got them here. Hats off to your program, first of all, and your staff that you can put this together. But, hey, we've had 2 good ball games so far.
Well, back up a little bit about what you said. Kerry Stovall's in charge of getting teams, and he knows how to get them. He goes out there, and sometimes he has to stay after them and up the ante sometime to get them, but he does. But so far, this has been a great event. The atmosphere, I know you guys weren't here last night, but we had a great tournament-like atmosphere in here last night.
Well, this time of year, this is bowl season. There we go. So every game's big. We had the Apollo Owensboro game last night. Really decided nothing. But it was a regional final atmosphere. And that's what some of the people around here said your game last night was. Hey, that's 2 of the better teams in the state that you'd see.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's what we're looking for in this kind of event. We think it's great for Muhlenberg County. We got fans coming in here, going to the gas stations, going to the restaurants. So we think it's good for them, and we just couldn't be more pleased.
It's got to be good for your kids, and they don't play in front of that every night. The old Cole Conference, when you play that way every night in small gyms, but you got to be proud of the community for coming out and supporting you like that, don't you?
Well, we do, and that's the other reason we have this thing. We want our kids playing against the best teams in the state. we're never going to get our program where we think it can be if our kids don't know what those teams are about. So we bring them in here.
You got to see you got to see the best to be with one of the best, don't you?
Absolutely. That's always been my philosophy.
Coach, appreciate your time. Thank you for having us over and enjoying it. Great basketball. That's why we're here.
Well, Walter, we really appreciate you guys coming. We know it's an all-day affair for you, so we're glad you put the time in to come on out.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Good luck to you. Let's take about a 2-minute break, and we'll be back with starting lineups, comments on tonight's third game. Hopkinsville Tigers versus the Why are you with the media? I know. We're back in Muhlenberg County High School for the 2015 First Security Bank of Kentucky New Year's Bash, third game of the day. The Hopkinsville Orange-clad Tigers versus the Apollo Eagles.
They have been a strong bunch, this Hopkinsville team.
Yes, they have.
Several years now. Picked by several people. They've been on the uptick since they won that big controversial game against Davis County in the state tournament.
Yes.
Several years ago. They've been on the uptick since then.
So I don't like them.
And they were picked by a lot of people to win the state tournament last year.
Yeah.
And they've got a nice bunch returning here, but Apollo may have an answer for them in the guy number 14.
One of the things I have to say about them, one of the better dressed coaching staffs around. You don't see any travel suits out there.
I don't think they got a thing over Pat Hume and my good friend Bradley Payne.
All right. Let's talk a little bit about the game last night. We had with Apollo and Owensboro. Apollo led 3.5 quarters. Owensboro came back and defeated them. Sign of a team now mentally. Owensboro came out and took care of business in this game just a little while ago. What will Apollo do coming out of taking the loss last night? Mentally, how can they come out, Jim?
Well, I keep saying these kids are tired. They played a lot of ball, and you say that's no excuse, but they have. I think everybody's physically in good shape. Apollo has got to use their strength inside to offset the quickness of Hopkinsville. Now, Moss is quick. Eli Wright's got the best first step, I say, in all of Western Kentucky. And he's got the hops. But you got the quickness and some length with Hopkinsville, and they're very athletic. You know, go on paper, I make Hopkinsville the favorite of this game.
Oh, yeah, I think so.
But I believe Coach Barker put it together. You never know. You got the starting lineups, Walter.
I do. First for Hopkinsville, number 2, LaDonald Gray, averaging about 10 points a game. Number 12, Nick Hatcher, 4 points a game. Number 32, Jaquarius Matlock, 22 points a game. Number 3, Courtney Ware, 6 points a game. And number 41, Chevion Richardson. I don't have the stats on him, but, got a good dance step going on out there, too. Let's see how that comes out with it. For Apollo, number 11, Ben Moss. Number 14, Eli Wright. Number 23, Nate Hopewell. Number 25, Nick Wells. And number 42, Caleb Coombs. For Coach Steve Barker's 8-6 Apollo Eagles. Hopkinsville's record is 10-3. And they've beaten some big ball clubs too. Their coach's name, I forgot what it was. It is Tim Hayworth.
Officials for this game: Jason Wilkins in the middle, Rob Trentham, and Darren Peebler.
Jim, I want to say this last game, I thought it was very well officiated. Let them play. Nobody got out of control. Well played, well officiated. I thought all three teams did a nice job.
No question about it, Tom. It was a very well called game.
All right.
I mean, Walter.
Yeah. Controlled by Hopkinsville. It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie. Oh, I shouldn't say that.
Well, we just watched a triple-double.
Inside by Hopkinsville.
From Eric Holman of Owensboro, an incredible effort. Justin Miller scored. How do you get a triple-double and not be named MVP? That's a good one, isn't it?
We didn't decide that.
Neil Mills, a famous baseball coach down in Muhlenberg County, came up and said, I want to know if we named that. We said nope. But listen, Justin had a great game.
Yes, he did.
There's a quick three.
Yep. Courtney Ware, quick three-pointer.
This team of Hopkinsville has, Walter, is not nearly as long a team as we saw last year.
Probably not. Picked off there, though, by Nick Hatcher. Into the lane, no good. Batted up right. Moss has it. Moss had a big start last night in the game. Has it swatted away from him. Coombs comes up with it. Rolls it up, no good. Wells to the rebound. Coombs to the rebound. It's good, and he'll go to the line. Coombs and Wells really battle there, Jim.
Right, Walter, see, Moss has got to slow. His job is slowing this thing down. He's rushing and pushing, and the strength of Apollo is visible right there. 3 rebounds on the offensive glass. Let those big guys get in there and muscle from the set offense. Don't let Hopkinsville's press push you into a running game.
Good job, Coach Voyles.
Not a problem.
No charge for that.
Well, it's about time somebody said I do a good job around here since I do everything. Do the stats, do the camera,
drive,
do the Twitter. Everybody's smiling a lot, make everybody laugh. Oh, that's a walk.
Quick.
That's called a quick walk, if you're wondering.
Quick walk.
I'll tell you get a whole lot quicker if you get that extra step.
Yep, you do. That was the Scandinavian step, wasn't it?
That was a skippity-doo-dah step or something.
Eli Wright's playing a little more guard, helping bring the ball down a couple times there. Moss to Coombs.
Oh, there's the break.
Yes, indeed. Nice pass to Wells.
See if Coach Barker tries to slow this thing down and get this tempo where he needs it. Hopkinsville is going to rush this thing up the floor and get a quick shot and roll on every time they get a chance.
Coombs got a hand on it, batted out there. Another couple of hands. Moss grabs it this time. He's pushing it down. Jim would say slow it down. Right for a 3 out of the corner. No good. Hopkinsville has it, and they're at midcourt.
Didn't have the numbers.
Hatcher. 3-pointer on the way. Courtney Ware, no good. Rebound. Swatted out of there by Eli Wright.
And he blocked that thing.
At the elbow. Inside rebound. Coombs and Wright battle for it. Wright comes out with it. Wright split the seam. Euro step. Good, Eli Wright. 2 points from Wright. 7-3 game. Lead is to Apollo. 30-second timeout. Hopkinsville. Take this opportunity to thank our underwriters, American Patriot Getaways, Alex Bryant, Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, Kentucky Wesleyan College, and Panther Radio, Old Hickory Barbecue, Bobby Wilson Furniture, Estes Electronics, Plumbers and Pipe Fitters, Local 633, Cameron Body Shop, Dan Hire Drugs, Tap Motors, PBI Bank, Scoreboard Magazine, and Total Market Concept.
Whoa. Get down, Ray. Come on, Ray. Get down.
Last year there was all the Everly Brothers and, the rock and roll. Now it's a little up-tempo.
Well, I requested a little bit different music.
All right. Thank Brad Devine, Tony Hopper for all the hospitality over here. Jerry Hancock. He even brought some stuff to us once. Good hospitality room in here. Eli Wright, not very hospitable in there as he swats it away.
Good interior defense.
Yes,
Coombs
indeed.
is just big, and he's a strong kid. And let me tell you, he proved that last night in his battles with Miller, what he did on that low post with Miller.
Moss challenged outside. Wells comes out and gives. Wells has got some girth to him out there. This could be a big ball club here.
Let me tell you what, Hopkinsville's up in their grill.
Yes, they are.
And the referee's going to let them beat and bang and bump a little bit. It could be a long night because they're going to reach and hack a lot.
Stuart Cagers, number 45, picks up his first, team second.
There's a steal on the inbound.
Yep, there's Cagers. Up, rolls it up. Is that Cagers, you say? Cager, got you. 2 points for Stephen Cager. 7-5 lead halfway through the first quarter. Lead is to Apollo.
Hopkinsville in this 1-2-2 press has got Apollo out of their offense.
Right, floats it. No good, but Hopkinsville knocked it out of there.
So far it's been the physicality of Eli Wright and the strength of Coombs that's got some good baskets, but I just don't know they're going to score a lot out of that offense like this.
Moss has it. He penetrates. Drops to Wells. Good job. Or check that Hopewell. Nate Hopewell, 23 had it, not 25 Wells. 9-5 lead halfway through the first quarter to Apollo. Reverse it. Spin inside. Nice move by 32. That's Jaquarius Matlock for 2.
Matlock really the only kid on the floor. He's got much size for Hopkinsville.
Well, they got a hand on one right then. Wright has it. He's loose in front court. Up, no good. Gets his own rebound, puts it up. Blind shot. Super job there by Eli Wright. 4 points for Wright. 4-point lead to Apollo, but just quickly it's cut in half.
You know, Walter, Eli Wright has got such good hands, and he doesn't get credit for that. You put a lot of loose balls down there, and he comes up with those loose balls. Logan, you got any thoughts on what all's going on? It's pretty wild.
It's a real good up and down game here. You got to be in shape to get on the floor for this game. You can't be lumbering down the floor here.
That's not pointed toward Walter or anything.
I would not have seen the floor much in this game. I've been down there at the end of the bench.
What about if this was one of the church league games?
I'll try dominating half court.
There you go, dominating half court.
11-10 lead to Apollo. Moss gets out of the double team for a while. That brings it over in the corner. Right to release foul. He goes to the lane. 5-footer, good, Eli Wright. I'll tell you what,
he's creating an open court because they're not running any offense at all.
No.
And Moss is overmatched and trying to dribble out of all this pressure, and it's just not working for him.
Eli Wright is this is his kind of game, I think.
It is. Now, I'm not being critical of Ben. No. Ben's done a good job holding on to the basketball. He's getting the fire knocked out of him. Four players. That guy 1-on-4, and he shot.
You know, we talked earlier about Apollo wanting to slow down this game. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, your best player likes this kind of game, run up down the floor. I might try to run up down the floor for a little while, see what happens. You're leading right now.
Jason Taylor in lineup for Apollo. Jaquarius Matlock averaging 22 points a game. He's going to have, I believe he may get those.
Now, if Eli goes to the bench for a breather, I'm slowing it way down.
Yeah. Inside, Eli Wright goes up, rips it off the rim.
It's the Eli Wright show at this point. Oh, my, that's a hard spill.
Well, Wright tried to split the seam there and just wasn't enough room to get through there.
Sometimes when you try to dribble through 3 or 4 players, you end up on the floor. So.
Yeah.
But, hey, I like my chances if I'm Eli Wright trying to get to that rim.
Oh,
that's a tough play. And I've had some athleticism. You don't do that in practice. Ooh. Matlock follows the miss by Cager and puts it up.
Matlock got up in the air then.
That was above the rim, guys. That's where I used to play.
On a 6-foot step ladder.
Whoa. I thought he might not have got over. Right threw it back. Moss was not quite over. Turnover to Hopkinsville. Jordan Gary in the lineup for Hopkinsville replaces A.J. Tyler.
Pretty nice crowd on hand, Walt.
Yeah. I'm going to say 600-700 people.
Oh, I'd say
1,000 maybe? Okay. Yeah. I counted the first game as I got about 150. 3-pointer on the way. Wright goes high to get it. Dribbles out of there with it. Stolen from him. Flush it. Matlock. I don't know that you're going to be able to take off and dribble down off that pit. 30-second timeout to Apollo. Go ahead, Logan.
I told Jim before this game this would be our game with a couple highlights in it. We'd see a few dunks, and we've already got one here early on.
Well, and that was a flat foot go-up
that
rebound
was 2
dunk.
foot straight up off the pass, flush.
What is Matlock? What grade's he at?
Matlock is a senior this year, I believe.
Better get him out of here.
Yeah, he's had a couple.
Graduate him early, I'd say, if I were Apollo, maybe by the second half.
Yeah, let's see your transcript, buddy. You can go on.
Yeah. So we're going to let you go ahead and walk right now. We're going to hold a special ceremony for you at halftime. Get you out of here. Because let me tell you, he's a man-child. He went in there 1-on-4 a while ago.
Yes, he did.
He reminded me of Walter Estes roaming the halls of Davis County back in 1936. Yeah. Well, wait a minute. Maybe it was
66.
66.
Wright blows by his man, just floats it up there. Hey, Eli Wright loves it. 8 points for Wright.
Look at the big man.
Ooh, Wright goes up high, mistimed his jump. Rebound to Gray. There you are, boy.
Matlock's busy.
Yes. He's never over about 6 or 8 feet from the basket either. You notice that?
He was when he shot that three-pointer just right before that.
Well, he didn't mean to be. Fouls on Coombs, second for him, second on Apollo. Nate Hopewell set to check back in for Coombs. And Jim, you speak how valuable Coombs is. He's going to sit about 9 minutes of this half. That's a lot of time.
Well,
if he can.
Hopewell probably doesn't get the credit he deserves. And
well, there you're going to hack a shack because he missed 2.
Yeah. Might let him keep him on for a while this next semester.
Yeah.
Let's see how Ben Moss gets in here now.
Wells, Moss, Taylor on top.
Moss cannot get a shot off because this D is all up in him. Let's see what happens here. There you go. Good
Not
job.
a real good shot, but he got to do a foul.
What I liked about that was that he created
space,
and he saw that he couldn't get that 3-point jump shot. He went to the rack, took it there hard to help his team. Good job by Ben Moss.
Third personal foul on Hopkinsville. That one was on LaDonald Gray. No good by Moss. And the second one is good. First point for Moss tonight. In the lineup for Hopkinsville. Out goes number 2, Donald Gray. In is number 3, Courtney Ware.
Over 4,000 people viewed our site this morning, watching the Owensboro and Apollo game.
Wow.
I'm wondering how many out in the state will be watching this game.
Basket good by number 3. That's Courtney Ware. Fouls on number 25, Nick Wells. Third team foul. Basket good by Ware. That's his 5th point. He'll go to the line with a chance to break the tie.
I'm just chatting on text with Todd.
No good. Go ahead.
And
they got a game night, don't they?
Scoreboard. I don't know, Todd. If y'all have a game, let me know on text here, and we'll bump you up.
Wells to the line. No good. Wells grabbed the rebound. It was Hopewell on the drive. Wells grabbed the rebound, had it knocked out of there. Tick under 15 seconds, 16 all. Apollo and Hopkinsville.
Apollo would like to get out of this quarter 2 points up with
Hopewell
Coombs on the bench.
Right.
That's the man that can do it, but they're doubling him up.
Yep.
Oh.
Got a handle on it. Wells loose on the ground. Ooh.
Would have counted.
Yep, would have counted. 16 all in the quarter. You're listening to high school basketball. iHigh.com/TMC Sports.
You're live, Walt.
Back for the second quarter, Muhlenberg County High School, Walter Estes, Jim Voiles, Logan Walker, and Ray Fraziers were tied at 16. Apollo and Hopkinsville.
Hopkinsville's changed up his defense, and it looks effective.
Well, Moss dribbled into it, just softly dribbled into a double team, and then tried to go the wrong way to get out of it.
Well, they put the big man Matlock out there on the point.
Yeah.
He's seemingly everywhere tonight. So just a little adjustment will throw you off guard, and that happens 3 or 4 times, those 3 or 4 turnovers.
Yeah. Long three-pointer by Hopkinsville. That was Courtney Ware. Paulo will have it length of the floor. Yeah, they got Matlock right there on the out of bounds. He goes to the first double team.
Yeah, he's on the point on this 1-2-2 press, but the thing about it is now they're keeping him on the point on the set defensive end.
Yeah. He's got some quickness out there.
He's quick. He's an athlete. Oh, great block.
Great block there by Stephen Cager. Split the scene goes LaDonald Gray for his first scoring of the night. And the Tigers take a 2-point lead.
I'm telling you, they get you in that corner, and that's a block.
I believe you might be right. Got there a little late. Right jump stop. It went sideways. Ware picks up his second personal.
It was a block 3 ways. I had him getting under him. I had him getting there too late and had him under the basket. Of course, Logan, I can't get the under the basket call. Do they give you all the under the basket in the church league?
They like to call fouls on me, Jim, as a conspiracy.
Well, can I ask who the officials are?
Well, we had some different officials. We had a couple of third region guys out there. We've had Mr. Trantham out there. We've had can't think of his name now. We've had a couple of guys out there, mostly Rusty Titchener, FCA director. He's out there calling.
Well, see, if you went to church more often, Logan.
Yeah, I don't go to OCC, so it's a conspiracy.
That's the deal. That's right.
Basket good by Jalen Johnson. Right, gets it. That ball is not going to get there all night long. Down the lane.
Wow.
Up and a nice scoop move by Zach Hopewell that time.
I haven't seen a lot of Zach, but you might see more of him, but that's a walk. Oh, my, that was a walk.
Another move by Hopewell. He goes up strong. No good. Hopkinsville's Gray rips it off.
That's a charge. Good call by Jason Wilkins.
I think Moss is one that sat there and got that. Jordan Gray, first personal foul on him. Team's 5th. Back in the lineup for Hopkinsville, number 12, Nick Hatcher, replaces Stephen Cager.
Logan, I'm going to check into this church league conspiracy. I'm going to try to get something done about that.
We got the signer down here. Does he assign church league games? Okay. Moss thought about the 3.
Who's the church league assigner? Is David there, church league
I don't think
assigner?
so.
No, Rusty does that. So.
Oh, there we go. Now it's starting to all come together.
Yeah.
5:40 left in the first half. 20-19 lead to Hopkinsville. Into Matlock. He dishes it to Hatcher. Hatcher goes. Flip move. No good, but he's going to go to the line. Shooting 2.
Hoptown's controlled tempo in this game.
Yeah.
It seems like they've had their way, but they're only 1 point up.
Free throw, no good.
And they shoot free throws. Does your church team shoot free throws better than that, Logan?
Yeah, we shoot pretty good free throws, except for me. I don't shoot very good.
Well, you don't get to the line very often, doesn't sound like.
No, they don't call enough fouls.
That's right. You're on the bench.
People climbing all over my back, don't get no calls just because I'm big, Jim.
Yeah, big and strong. Yeah, I know. I've been down that road, Logan. I played for a church team. It was 99-0. And then the league was retired. That's exactly right.
Moss.
And the only time they ever lost went to overtime, I played against them. That'd be the Cloveport Baptist Church.
Penetrate. Block. It's good, and there go the line. Fouls on number 23, Nate Hopewell, his second. 15 foul. Basket good by LaDonald Gray, and he'll go to the line, try to stretch the lead. It was good. 5 points for him, and in the lineup for Apollo, number 12, Alex Millay. Five-point lead to Hopkinsville with 5 minutes left.
I have a special announcement tonight I need to make when we get a timeout.
Okay. Next timeout,
I don't want to interfere in our commercial break, but yeah. I'll find time. I don't want to do it during play.
Ooh, wide open.
There. Nice pass.
Millay to Wells.
Good assist by Millay. Good job.
Good interior pass in there.
Seeing a few guys we're not used to seeing for Apollo.
Well, now, Jim, that may be a little of the tired. Maybe go 9 or 10 deep.
Millay. Oh. Got to have that one.
Yeah. Had a good pass from Moss. Jordan Gray picks one up. We're going to take a timeout as Apollo takes a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. American Patriot Getaways, Alex Bryant, Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, Kentucky Wesleyan College, Old Hickory Barbecue, Bobby Wilson Furniture, SS Electronics, Plumbers and Pipe Fitters, Local 633, Cameron Body Shop, Dan Iyer Drugs, Tap Motors, PBI Bank, Scoreboard Magazine, and Total Market Concept. Jim, you ready for your announcement?
I just don't think we have a time.
Well, the time right there. You will get to it?
I'll get back to it. I've spent a lot of my time discussing how my brother's been persecuted in the church league.
Yeah, I understand.
So I'm going to bank some time. I'll get my announcement in a little while, all right?
I like the way I always protect
and by
you,
the
Logan.
way, Rusty, picking on my boy Logan, I'm coming for you. That's all I got to say.
Okay. Moss out of the double team. Bodies up. Get to Wells in the corner. Yep. Three-pointer. Hey, doesn't take long to get out of that.
I was getting ready to say that's the first time really Apollo has pushed them back into the defense and got to set up their offense, 23, 24 foot instead of 29 or 30 feet away from the basket.
Ooh, right, almost got a hand on it. Hopkinsville comes up with it. That's number 2, I believe, right, Logan? LaDonald Gray. 7 points on the night for him. Back to a 4-point lead to Apollo. Moss in the corner to... Is that 3 for Alexander?
That was number 24, Austin Tyler. First time I believe we've seen him this early in the game.
Hey,
we've seen him in some blowout victories.
Yeah, a different number on him. I had him down here a little farther than that.
Yeah, I think he changed numbers.
Oh, look out there! Look out, John! Look out, John! Oh, he just.
Oh, come on!
That looked like a Logan Walker dunk.
Jaquarius Matlock all alone. He and his only one player back there with him. And he kind of...
I'm ready to bring the house down.
Well, either that or the goal. He could have brought the goal down almost.
Look out here.
On the way.
Got a 3. No, we got a foul inside. Yeah.
First personal, 6th team foul. This point on, Hopkinsville will shoot the bonus. Right now, they're just going to take it out of bounds. In lineup for Hopkinsville, A.J. Tyler replaces number 5, Jordan Gray. And the Matlock has it swatted away from him. Holman, or check that, Wright comes up. Challenge. Hey, Nick Wells did a nice job of challenging Matlock there. Got a high shot. Lost it out of bounds to Apollo. Moss for three. No good. Rebound. Hopkinsville's Tyler. Eli Wright gets the miss.
Fill the lanes and outran the ball.
Yep. Caught a little bit behind him. Wells did. 15-footer, no good.
It's getting wild out there. Wild and woolly.
Wild and woolly. You're right. Right out of the corner for three. Write it down. Eli Wright, steadying influence right there. Give him 11 points.
We're tied.
We're tied at 30.
What about it? This is not the execution of the last game we watched, but
no.
It's a totally different kind of game. A lot of fun. That's a block. Big Rob Trantham, one of your favorite church league officials, is all over that one.
Well, this reminds me of a little fourth block PE class down here.
Wow.
We used to get it up and down the floor here.
Is that right?
No, we play about a quarter and be tired. We have to set out.
Time
Then you'd break it off.
Break.
Then I had to get Patrick Sparks up against the bleachers and about punch him because he fouled me too hard.
Hey, I refereed.
And Steve sat right over
right
there.
72, put 72 up on this floor. I refereed the game.
I had Patrick up against the
I
bleachers.
had
and
16 assists.
Steve just sat over there and was laughing at him. Said, you picked off more than you can chew, boy.
That's right.
I had to let him go, though. They had a game coming up.
Free throw good by LaDonald Gray. Give him 8 points for the night.
Well, I'm sure if you gave it to him, Logan, he deserved it. Uh-oh.
Moss.
Moss thought he lost his dribble.
Yeah,
but
he did.
didn't.
Wells drives the hole. I don't believe having a count. May have had maybe a continuation. We never know.
I think I like it. I think the boys are calling a nice ball game.
LaDonald Gray, his second. Basket was good by Nick Wells.
You know,
And
they've done this with no Coombs since, what,
He
3
went out-
minutes ago in the
He went out
first.
1 minute left in the first.
Hopewell's not out there. And
Nick-
Apollo's first forced a 2-point lead.
7 points for Nick Wells.
You know how they've done it, Walter? You know how they've done it, Walter?
I do not.
Hoptown's take some terrible shots.
Yes, they have. That's true. Matlock challenges
that.
2 on defenders.
But I'm going to give Apollo credit. They've
Austin Tyler, he'll
Look
try
out.
the three. No
look
good.
out. Oh,
Yep. Got to let it bounce, and then it went out of bounds. To Hopkinsville. 33-31. I don't know how, but Jim, it looks to me like Hopkinsville is a little winded, maybe.
you think?
It looks to me like a couple of them are out there.
Yeah, they look a little bit like fourth block game with Logan out there. Oh, Wright got away with
Wright
one there.
might have got away with one.
Yeah, might have.
Might have. When the guy ripped his we don't know. We don't know. We weren't there, Jim. We're media type.
Just look bad. It's
2
one of those
point-
that look bad.
2 point lead to Apollo. Good back door. Eli Wright went it to slam it, but he's going to be fouled. That may be on Matlock. Up number 4, A.J. Tyler. His first, team 7th. Wright will shoot 2 to try to extend the 2 point lead. Up and good for Eli Wright. Give him 12 points tonight. Only player for double
Logan,
figures for either team.
I can't wait to hear your thoughts at halftime on this one. This is a strange ball game. Look at this.
Put back up and in by Nick
Wow.
Wells. 9 points from Nick Wells. 5 point lead to Apollo.
Are they doing this with mirrors, Walter? What in the world?
No. Ooh, floater.
Big answer.
Yes, it was. Jalen Johnson for 2. Give him 4 points tonight. 36-33 lead to Apollo at the half. We don't know how we do it. Logan's going to tell us. We're going to take a 2-minute break. You're listening to high school basketball. ihigh.com/TMC Sports.
Welcome back to Muhlenberg County High School.
We're going to wear you. No, I'm just kidding.
Logan Walker along with Jim Boyles and Walter Estes as Apollo leads Hopkinsville 36-33. Some first half stats here for you. First for Hopkinsville, Jordan Gray, number 5, has 2 points. Number 10, Jalen Johnson, has 4. Number 12, Nick Hatcher, has 1. Number 45, Stephen Cager with 5. Number 3, Courtney Ware with 5. Number 32, Jaquelis Matlock with 8. And number 2, Donald Gray with 8 points. Hopkinsville is shooting Hopkinsville 13 of 25 from inside, 52%. 1 of 4 from downtown, 25%. 14 out of 29 from the field for a total of 48%. 4 of 7 from the free throw line, a total of 33 points. For Apollo, individual scoring, number 22, Zach Hopewell, and number 23, Nate Hopewell, each with 2 points apiece. Number 24, Austin Tyler, and number 42, Caleb Coombs, each with 3 points. Number 25, Nick Wells, has 9. Number 11, Ben Ross with 4. And leading the way, Eli Wright with 12. Team stats, Apollo has 11 of 20 from the field, 55%. 3 of 6 from downtown, 14 of 26, 54% overall. And 5 of 6 from the free throw line, 83%, for a total of 36 points. Okay, we're going to have a quick little interview here with signing secretary, Mr. David Pentecost. Here's Walter Estes.
See if Ray Frazier get us in frame here. You know, this may be the first.
Even on TV, huh?
You're even on TV. Yeah, you can go watch this. All right, Dave Pentecost, signing secretary, first year on the job. All right. How do you get to be a referee? Some of these guys need to be replaced. You got to get some guys out there. Everybody thinks they can do it. It's not that easy. How's a guy become a referee?
Well, you know, it's tough when you lose guys like you and Jimmy, you know, in the referee ranks. But it's pretty simple. You go to khsa.org. There's a place on there for officials, and you just register, and that takes care of it.
You mean as simple as that? Now, you do have some training through the summer. A lot of guys, you know, it's easy to stand up here. We do it. We dog a little bit. It's a tough job with a 3-man crew and whatever. Take some training in it. What's the toughest part, you think, of being an official?
The toughest part is you saw that last game. You got to be able to make the big calls in the big situations. You can't be afraid. And, you know, you just got to be prepared, you know, for anything that come up. But the main thing is just handle the pressure that comes with it. Not so much from the fans. You know, we're trying to steer away from worrying about what you're hearing. But, you know, just the pressures of the game. That's the tough part of it. And games like this game, the last game, the game that was here last night, I know the game that you covered, you know, that takes officials getting out there in the pressure situations and being able to handle that. And so far, I think our officials have done a good job.
We complimented them last night. We talked about the teams this time of year. You know, what teams are ready to step up and do their job. But that's the thing about officials. This time of year, you know who can call the big game and who can't, don't you?
Absolutely. You know who you can put out there on any game at any time. But also, an opportunity like this lets me put guys out here to see if they're ready to take that next step. And, you know, I've been able to do that in this little bash that's going on, put some guys out there, and so far they've responded well.
Over the years, that's a tough part. You know, big game, need the big officials. But, you know, the next big game, you may need the next big official, don't you? And that's a tough part of assigning back when you officiated as well, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And just like last night, last night we had 2 big district games in the 9th district. We had 2 big district games going on in Edmondson and Grayson County. We're playing games going on here. So every district this year is just so competitive. You know, one may be a little more solid than the other, but every district is as competitive as I've ever seen it. And the boys. So, you know, every district night you got to have a solid crew out there ready to go.
We saw the 9th district, and we're a little more familiar with that. That's wide open. This is close. You ever been to Jim Boyles that you didn't want to punch him, probably, isn't it?
Well, Jim and I go back a long way. So
I want to know if I've got a schedule if I come out of retirement. Look at me, I'm ready.
You look as good as you ever did.
Wait a minute, I'm not sure that's a compliment. You're supposed to say better than ever.
Better than ever. Yeah, well, you know, I'll put him out there anytime. You know.
I taught the boy well, didn't I? All right, let's talk a little bit about the game. I know you've seen a lot of games. You don't really get into rating teams, do you?
No, not a whole lot. I mainly watch the officials. You know, of course, you know who your good teams are, and you know what your good matchups are. So you want to make sure you're putting your good officials on those matchups. What we've got here today is 3 games that should be outstanding, and we've got great officials, I feel like, on them. I think the best player in the region may be out here on the court right now. But, you know, third region, we've got a couple of pretty good teams in here. So
we talked about our goal when we first started this TMC Sports Network about 4 years ago was to get the third region out there. We didn't think maybe the third region had the recognition statewide. With the OIT coming back, this New Year's Bash in second year, we feel like that's a purpose. But that requires, you know, there were 40 games, I think, in the OIT. You need 12 officials just today right here, plus you got another couple of games. It's tough, but you got to get those guys ready, don't you?
Got to get them ready. Got to get them ready. The OIT was great for us as an association, officials association. So, yeah, it's a tough job, but, you know, the guys are working hard, and, you know, so far our results have been good.
We try not to give them too hard a time. You know you do that pretty good yourself. Appreciate all your work. Compliment your guys. We do think they do a great job as a team. We compliment when we can. Hey, we got to fuss at them a little bit too, but I know you do that as well. On a game, what are the 3 things you look for most as you critique this game?
As I critique this game, I'm looking at mechanics of the officials. I'm looking at their positioning on the court, making sure they're in the proper spot to make the call, and just the overall hustle and their demeanor, you know, what they're presenting out there on the court as far as their body language or discipline. So
that's what I always had going for me was hustle and good demeanor.
He was demeanor than the rest of them. Thanks, David Pentecost, signing secretary of the third region. Thank you for your time and your support for the year. You got anything else you need to add?
I just say that anytime you and Jimmy want a game, you just let me know. I got Mr. Devine sitting over there.
Welcome back to Muhlenberg County High School. This is Jim Boyles, along with Walter Estes, the Golden Voice, Logan Walker, and my man Ray Frazier. And we got a big old game going on here. We're just starting the second half as Hopkinsville violates in the backcourt. Walter, I'll turn it over to you.
Well, we got regular starters back in for Apollo: Ben Moss, Eli Wright, Nate Hopewell, Nick Wells, and Caleb Coombs. Coombs and Hopewell with 2 fouls apiece. Also, Alex Millay with 2 fouls. For Hopkinsville, number 2, LaDonald Gray, number 4, A.J. Taylor, number 12, Nick Hatcher, 32, Jaquarius Matlock.
Oh, the missed Coombs was wide open.
And 2 of those, there goes another.
Holy cow.
Wow.
Shake and bake.
Highlight that one, Logan, if you can.
Woo!
LaDonald Gray went up, caught Eli Wright out of his left side.
I haven't seen anything like that since the Church League. And Logan Walker burying it up to his elbows.
Eli Wright went to block it. He just said, "Nut today. I'm going over the top." Missed it. Must not have been a foul. Eli Wright get the rebound.
I don't know. I just can't go for that philosophy.
Well, it's better than that wrestling stuff y'all come up with all the time. Eli Wright Shot fake. Coombs in the corner. Good to see him back out there. See how long he can last.
Uh-oh.
Whoop.
Whoop.
Got out of it. Lob.
Another one. They're going crazy up in here.
Jaquarius Matlock off the lob from Gray.
See how long Coach Barker goes and doesn't call it Teo.
Coombs. Spin.
Now we get a jump ball. Hey, I'm going to have to do, Logan and I were talking about I have to do my JR impression for this over since you badmouthed him, aren't I, Logan?
Pretty much. Out of the corner, no good. Wright claims the rebound, stripped from him by Gray.
Another one. Oh.
Rolled around. Coombs battles it. Stripped out of there by LaDonald Gray. Minute and a half in, 37-36. What was it at halftime, Logan? I forgot.
It was 36-33 Apollo. 4-0 run here from Hopkinsville. 2 monster dunks.
Yeah. Wright has it.
They are doubling up every time they get Eli Wright in the crease. He's being doubled. That's a foul.
Yeah. They're reaching everything, and they got 2 hands on a lot of it.
I got a little worked up there, those 2 dunks, Logan, back to back.
I know. Is that a foul on Coombs? That's his 3rd. I tell you.
Ooh. Not a place to get that foul either.
No. You want your big guys to stop somebody from driving the lane or something like that and not reach around on a loose ball.
You wonder if that's just a little bit of a frustration foul, maybe.
Might have been.
Every time the ball comes inside the paint, there's hands and
up and over by Jordan Gary is number 5.
You got to be strong with a basketball when you go in there.
Yes,
now.
you do.
There's triple team. I mean, you're trying to run the offense. Oh, my.
Wright went up.
Drop step.
I don't know how he did it. He went up. Ball went 50 foot in the air. Came back down and reset.
Guess that was considered an attempt. A try.
3-pointer. Wright goes up to get it. Has it tipped out of his hands. LaDonald Gray from behind puts it up. 12 points for Gray. A 3-point lead.
We got blood, I believe.
I believe we do.
Well, no wonder they almost broke him in half the last time down the floor.
Yes, indeed.
There was my JR. Did you like it?
I loved it.
I get it live in action here coming up. I mean, y'all should be very happy. You had a big day. You've got my K-Wood,
yeah.
a little Joe Dean, and my JR.
It don't get much better. A couple trips to the hospitality room.
I've
got to see my man Cletus. Been a good day.
I've got another one of those. Did Cletus cut your hair when you talked to him?
No, I'd still be getting it cut if Cletus was cutting it.
Apollo content to stay outside, about 6 feet behind the line. Moss will try 3. No good. Coombs goes over the back.
That's strength, and his legs take it completely out from under him, and then he does a backflip on the floor.
Fouls on number 3. Courtney Ware. It's his 3rd personal. Water all over the place.
Now, Coombs likes this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
He likes it.
What do you think about Coach Barker here rolling the dice with Coombs out there with 3 fouls?
Well,
I think you got to do it. I think the momentum was starting to swing Hopkinsville's way. You can't get in a big hole here. I mean, and Caleb's a smart enough player. He's not going to pick up a 4th foul doing something foolish.
Well,
now, he might pick it up. But it's not going to be a foolish.
He went over the back right there. He very easily could have got one right before that. And it's tougher for a post player because you get bumped in there. You don't realize you're already pushing back before you happens.
That coming from the Luau sender of the TMC sports team, Walter Estes.
They always told me to try to get 10 fouls before they called 5 on you.
That was before he changed his name to Kareem Estes.
41-40 lead to Hopkinsville. Moss has it outside. Coombs along the baseline. Floater no good by Zach Hopewell. Fouls on number. Fourth foul picked up on Courtney Ware. He's got half the fouls of the team. The second personal this half.
That didn't look good.
In the lineup for Hopkinsville, number 12, Nick Hatcher. Ware will go to the bench. Well, it looks like we may have another.
Coombs.
Coombs put it back up, too strong. Wright strips it and puts it up. 16 points for Wright, and it's back to an Apollo 1-point lead halfway through the third quarter.
Scares me a little bit for Apollo to see Coombs pushing in to get that rebound, but he's down there. Him and Matlock are hooked up. And
bank
a
shot.
PBI bank shot, Walter.
Jordan Gary for 3.
Wow.
7 points for him. We're going to have another game, Jim. Here comes Covington Holmes. And Muhlenberg County's already here, so I believe we're scheduled on track. Ooh, in and out and back in by Wells. Wells had a nice night. 9 first half points, 11 for the night.
Yeah, Wells has had a really nice game. He doesn't have a lot of arch on his shot. That's why that thing rambled around, but it's deadly.
Wow. He's a big-time player. Number 32, Jaquarius Matlock, 2 points for him, 12 points. A full timeout for Hopkinsville. We'll take one as well. You listen to High School Sports, HiHi.com/TMC Sports.
Welcome back to Muhlenberg County High School. Jim Boyles, Logan Walker, the Golden Voice, Walter Estes. Walter, take it away.
All right. Tapped from behind by Matlock. Corralled by Coach Steve Barker. He said, look, they could be coming from behind. Moss has it. Moss, right. Coombs, Wells, and Hopewell in for Apollo. Right off the top curl. Kick it out to Moss. Right. He'll try the 3. No good. Matlock goes and gets it.
Stuffed that one, Eli Wright did.
Challenge. Right.
He just dribbling too much. And there's got to be a call there of some kind, I think.
Moss comes up with it. Either right.
That looked like the church league down in Bremen right there. That was a shot of it.
Basket by Hatcher. 2 points for him. Little flurry right then. Right. Almost had it stolen. Got it away to Moss, and they score it. Hopkinsville comes right back, though, to
Hopkinsville's
take
in
the lead.
Straight man, but they're helping when they can trap. They do so. They got an arm.
Yep, and a head. Dislocated the headband, but Wright finishes the play.
Almost took his head off.
Sound like a coach back. Would you see the high stepping here by Tim Hayworth on that last play?
Hey, he was dancing the night away.
Jordan Johnson's first, team third of the half. Coombs puts it back up.
That's twice he's done that on missed free throws in a row.
30-second timeout to Apollo. We'll keep it right here. I tell you what, Jim, I still don't see how they're doing it. Caleb Coombs has been an important part of it. If he picks up that fourth foul, it'd be tough. Wright can't be stopped by this bunch, but I don't think Apollo can stop Matlock either. So he's still 10 points under his average. He's averaging 22 points a game.
Well, there's 2 minutes left in the quarter. 3 fouls at this point, is kind of on par.
Yeah.
So if he stays out of trouble here, goes in the fourth with just 3, they're not in really bad shape. They'll be back out.
Hopkinsville's Courtney Ware has 4. Nobody else has more than 2. Caleb Coombs has 3. Malay and Nate Hopewell 2 apiece for Apollo. 2-point lead to Apollo, 50-48. Hopkinsville takes around the perimeter. Jordan Gary.
Nice shot.
Actually, Johnson on that one. 7 points for Jalen Johnson. He's right at his average, 8.5 a game. Moss. Strip. Challenged him. LaDonald Gray goes up. Stripped it from Moss and then took him to the hole. Moss' first personal foul of the night. Third of the half for Apollo. Gray's free throw was good. Second one also good. 14 points for LaDonald Gray.
I think a big key here for Apollo is keep Coombs out of foul trouble. Don't let anything crazy happen. Keep this around 2 or 4 points.
Holub, Hopewell, and Wright bring it down. Zach Hopewell, the lane, no good, but he'll be fouled on the play. Foul on number 4, A.J. Tyler, his second personal. 4th team foul of the half, but Zach Hopewell will go too. Jim, you talked earlier about tired. I think that may be this time of the game is when you see that more so. I think everybody will be.
Well, now, earlier you told me there's nobody tired, so now you're being a nice guy. What's that all about?
I'm just giving you a hard time.
Oh, okay.
I think this is when you see that, and I think that's why you see some people to make both those or just one of them.
He made one, made the second.
3 points for, that arch way up in the cloud. Moss had it, tapped out of there. You're just a half step slow, maybe a half step from getting ready to jump.
Apollo played, 3 games right before Christmas.
Yeah.
Then they played 3 games last week. This is their 8th game in 2 weeks. I mean,
Zach Hopewell has a nice.
That's a lot of basketball.
Yeah.
This is our 6th game called in 2 days. Are you a little tired?
I'm worn slick out.
Now, you are the big man of our team, but the physical man.
Matlock goes up strong. Spin move. 5-footer, no good. Loose.
Matlock,
great vision there. Jordan Gary tried to go through there. I believe he got maybe got some contact. And the official thought he got some contact there. Number 5, Jordan Gary picks up his
Logan,
second.
you were going to try to add something, and I cut you off.
Well, I was just going to say, we talked about Apollo playing several games. The game they played last night wasn't just shoot around last night.
No.
It was a little physical last night.
And it was an emotional game.
Very emotional game. Come down to the last minute in a hot gym.
Yeah.
So
very hot gym.
That could be my pet peeve.
The hottest gym of the 3rd region used to be where, Walter?
Butler County.
That's right. And where is it now?
I believe it might be Apollo.
That's exactly right.
Right to the hole off the long rebound. Got a rebound outside the three-point line. Takes it to the hole. Fouls on number 32.
He got that rebound out there in Graham, I believe, is where he was at.
Pretty close to Graham. I thought he
The boy.
right out there with Taylor Sparks.
Taylor's still coaching, I believe, down in the second region.
Yeah, that's good because he never did like me. And you know what? I didn't care a lot for him either.
Eli Wright picks up his 20th point of the night.
But I like Sammy and Steve, so I guess that kind of
Oh,
feels.
Sammy's a good man.
Free throw by Wright.
Steve is too.
No good.
Well, I don't know about that.
1 point lead to Apollo all the way to the hole. No good rebound. Apollo, and that's going to be it for the third quarter. 54-53 lead. They led by 3 at the half. Now they lead by 1. You're listening to iHigh.com/TMC Sports.
I may have missed something.
Welcome back, Walter. It's all yours.
Muhlenberg County High School, 1 point lead to Apollo. Hopkinsville has it start this half. Matlock challenges the world. Underneath, gets it back. Strong move to the basket.
Hey, that's where I'd go. I guarantee you that,
right.
brother. That man, hey, he doesn't look to be 80 years old, living down south solving crime. He looks like an athlete to me.
Matlock, the crime fighter.
That's right. He
Basket.
has my respect.
Jason Wilkins goes over. That's a three-way handoff. All three of them touch the towel. Good teamwork among the officials.
Yeah.
Hope David's writing that one down. Teamwork was good.
Teamwork among the referees.
I think they're doing it just for a break now.
Yeah, they wore out.
Wore out.
There they go. All three get it again. Coach doesn't want it.
No, he doesn't want it. He just wants the next call is all he wants. Matlock at the line. He'll shoot one more. Up and in. 15 points for Matlock's what I've got. 2 point lead to Hopkinsville. 15 seconds into the fourth quarter. You know, I believe Hopkinsville could turn this press up a notch or two.
Yeah, I don't know. It's pretty high temperature, but I love this half court man they play.
Yeah, they do. They're on you.
Let me tell you, they're by far the best defensive team, hardest working defensive team I've seen all year.
And you might be right, Jim.
They remind me a lot of the Bremen Baptist Church. Or is that right?
Right now it's Bellevue. Over in Owensboro.
I used to go to Bellevue. It's a fine place.
Cross-court pass. Nate Hopewell drove the lane, bumped, and he'll go to the line. Number 45, that's Stephen Cager, his second.
Let me tell you what. I like to give these guys a hard time occasionally, but this has been a hard game to call.
It has.
And they've done a pretty good job. I mean, a few errors here and there, but they've done a good job. Not
Free
easy.
throw good by Zach Hopewell. Jim, I compare it to baseball or softball game. You know, you have games. Every pitch seems it's a corner. Every force play, it's a bang bang. There's so many of these plays are that way. There's no
every
easy
trip
call.
there's a scrum, seems like, and You know, every time or something like that. Another block shot for Wright. But it seems like every time, every trip, there's something.
LaDonald Gray went to it, got it back, swatted out of there, off his hands. Just like there. There's no free ends there either, is there?
No, nobody is giving it. Oh.
Moss has it, threw it at Caleb. Caleb Coombs' feet. Good idea. But that's the easiest pass Moss has had to make. And there again, there's nothing easy in tonight's game on any of these three teams. 1 point lead to
block shot.
Yep. Wright and Gray go after the loose ball, knocks it out. Wright knocks it out. 1 point lead to Hopkinsville, 56-55. 6.5 minutes left in the contest. Wow, big step. Matlock has it. He goes up over Coombs, in and out. Coombs gets it. Got to get out of there with it. He does. Nate Hopewell to Moss.
You got it.
Moss. Wells for three.
Huge shot.
Hopewell, I'm sorry. Nate Hopewell, number 23. 5 points for Hopewell. It's a 2 point lead to Apollo. 6 minutes left in the contest. Inside the lane, 15-footer, no good.
Look out here.
Wright has a rebound. He goes up, drops it off. I believe it's tapped. Yep. Tapped from behind. Hey, we had an overtime game a while ago, didn't we? We're all right. We're all right.
And almost had one last night.
Yes. Hey, we're all right. We can handle it. We are the TMC Sports Network. Wright has it outside. Moss. Hey, what? You better not take off dribbling until you got some idea where you're going. But Wright goes between his legs, dizzle dazzle. The bedazzler.
We're trying to spread the floor. I mean, I'm telling you, you better be a man. You go in there.
Jalen Johnson picks up his second personal foul. 8th team foul on Hopkinsville.
I wonder if the Bellevue Baptist Church could beat the 99-0 undefeated Cloverport Baptist Church of 1990. I wonder. Well, I don't think so. I don't.
Our games rode on the shoulders of Coach Hayden. If he was feeling it, we were good.
We had the big man. We had. It wouldn't have been a game. 99-0 in your face. Go ahead, Walter.
Hopkinsville has it. Matlock. Baseline runner, no good. Wright comes up the rebound. You know, he might not have but 10 rebounds, but 8 of them have been big-time rebounds that they really needed them. Plus, he's been helping bring the ball down a lot of the time. Moss. Zach Hopewell. Coombs had it swatted out of his hands and stays to the white-clad Eagles.
I'm just telling you, when you get a hold of the ball down there, you got to grab it with both hands.
Yeah. Wright has it. 5 minutes left in the contest. Wright picks it up.
There's a shot right there.
Take it. Short.
He rushed it.
Hopewell saved it. To the lane, all the way goes Stephen Cage. Foul on the play, he'll go to the line. Foul's on number 23, Nate Hopewell. That's his fourth. I would say something, but I don't want to jinx him. That's his fourth.
Well, we know what you're going to say if he misses.
No. Somebody completely different.
Good thing he made it.
Free throw. Good by Cage. His first scoring in the second half. It's 5 in the first half.
It's only the 5th foul on Apollo for the half. Still 1 to give for the bonus.
I'm sure they'll have a few more fouls. Free throw good.
Guess what? We're all tied up.
58 all. Moss gets it in mid-front court. Wright has, wide open underneath to Coombs. Up. Coombs had it, dropped it to Wells. I thought it was going to be wide open, but 32, that's Matlock. Comes out of nowhere to swat it away. That's his second personal foul.
As active he's been, that's a good night.
Yes, indeed.
You got to hit free throws now, fellas.
Nick Wells' free throw is good. Give him 12 points. Second Eagle in double figures. Go ahead, Logan.
Pollard 11 of 19 before this free throw. Make it 12 out of 20.
It's not great. Not great at all.
Just 60%. But they got a 2-point lead. 4:15 to go.
Is that 3 out of 5? Thank you, Logan.
I believe that may be the fourth foul on Caleb Coombs. Nope, number 22. Zach Hopewell, just his first. Basket good. We're tied at 60. By Stephen Cage. 9 points for him. Here's a chance to third player in double figures. No good. Batted. On the ball, loose. We've had some discussion about maybe who touched the ball.
Conversation about who gets what line.
Flipped a coin and they gave it to Owensboro.
Well, when the transition changes and they're going back up the floor, the baseline official picks up the backcourt sideline. So mechanically, the officials did it right. How's that?
And that's all you got to do. There's protocol and everything.
That's exactly what I've been trying to tell you for years doing this. That's why I'm the producer, and you all need to listen a little more to the producer.
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor.
Oh, boy, I hope Jamie's not listening. I'm going to be in a world of trouble.
Fouls on number.
She's making over that grandbaby, I think, isn't she?
Great-grandbaby.
Great-grandbaby.
Grace is doing wonderful. Foul was on number 12. Nick Hatcher is first. Team 10, so double bonus for Apollo the rest of the way. Ben Moss' free throw was good. Give him 7 for the night.
This free bash has turned into quite a little tournament now.
Yes, it has. Timeout Apollo. They have a 62-60 lead. Let's take a 1-minute break. You're listening to high school basketball. HiHi.com/team. Back in Muhlenberg County High School, Hopkinsville has a 2-point deficit to head the last 3:45. Logan Walker, Ray Frazier, Jim Voles. Steal by Wright.
Look out here, look out.
Got his steps right. Put it in for Wright.
How many's that for Wright?
He's got a few steals, Logan. He might get a 22. Might get a triple-double out of that way. We know he's got rebounds and points.
Hey, 2-point games, overtime, triple-doubles. It's everywhere. Look at Matlock go up.
Ben Moss stepped there and stripped it out of him. I like that.
That's a good call.
Yep. In the lineup for...
Ray Frazier said that's right.
You got it, Ray? Got it on the camera? Good. Nate Hopewell in for Nick Wells. Matlock has it off the inbounds play. 3:15. Apollo by 4. 64-60. 3-pointer on the way. Bank shot.
That's
TBI
second bank.
That was number 5. That would be Jordan Gary.
Let's run a quick local ad for our sponsors, Walt. We'll be right back here on the TMC Sports Network.
Very good. Baseline inbounds for Apollo. They give it to Hopewell. He and Wright bring it down now. Wright reverses. Gives it to Moss. They reset the offense outside. 2:50 left in the contest. 1 point lead to Apollo.
Ooh,
Back
nice
door to Wright.
Beautiful.
Out of the timeout. Nice pass from Coombs to Wright. You know, we forget about that. Miller and Holman, Wright and Coombs do a nice job of give and go inside and out. Moss took off a little early.
They're fortunate to get that ball.
Yes, they are.
It's a good call.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, but they're fortunate to get that out of bounds.
Moss has it. Split the seam.
That's
It's
a
tapped
foul.
away from him. Missed the first one, got the second one, I believe. You think, Logue? Jim?
Well, I'm thinking about that Cloverport Bellevue matchup.
Me and Ray are calling it. We'll call it. We'll keep it straight.
For the rest of the way, Apollo's in the double bonus, and Hopkinsville will shoot the bonus. And they need to hit them.
Ew. Thought it was going to bounce out there. Number 10, Jalen Johnson picks up his 8th point of the night.
Eagles had a really good opportunity there, 3-point lead in the basketball, and they couldn't protect it.
I don't think you're going to get to protect a whole lot of stuff with. He's 16 hands. I've counted 16 hands out there for Hopkinsville.
To beat hands, you can't dribble out of double teams.
That's
you
right.
got to pass the basketball.
Quickly across to Moss. Moss.
I'd like to see him went to Coombs in cutting to the basket the other way, but he just didn't see him.
1 point lead, 2 minutes left in the contest. Lead is Apollo. Coombs has it high post. Hopewell stolen there by Cager. It's blocked by Hopewell, Nate Hopewell. Did a good job of not ducking his head, hustling it back.
Nate turned it over, but he hustled down to stop the basket. I don't know how he got his hand in there and blocked that, but he did.
Nick Wells off the bench for Hopewell.
Look for Madlock here.
Madlock's inside. Coombs is all over him. Inside. Gray has it. Three-pointer out of the corner. Is that LaDonald Gray?
Jalen Johnson.
Jalen Johnson, I'm sorry, 10.
That's the way you beat the press. 2 passes and never touched the floor.
2 point lead to Hopkinsville. 90 seconds left. Right up.
Oh, he almost took his head off. My gosh. Almost went
is a mugging.
Almost went into JR. They're all over it. The referee's got it. It's a hard foul.
Fouls on number 10, Jalen Johnson, his 3rd.
I'm not advocating hurting someone, but if you're going to foul, you can't let them make the shot.
Well, that's true.
Wright
has 25 points on the night. What I was going to say a little while ago, and I hope it doesn't jinx him, Caleb Coons has played the entire second half without committing a foul.
Yeah, now he's not in foul trouble now. Only got 3 fouls.
Eli Wright's second free throw good. 26 points for Wright. We're tied at 1:28 left in the contest, so, you know. Momentum? I don't know if there's any momentum.
I'd say it's Hopkinsville.
Yeah, Apollo had it there for a few trips, and then they gave it back to him.
Hoptown knows that their press is causing trouble.
Right.
Apollo knows the Hoptown press is causing trouble. So I give the advantage to Hopkinsville. Yeah. And they have the ball.
One timeout apiece left for both teams. Well, you know, we were tied at the end of regulation a while ago at 70. We're right there right now, 68 apiece.
I tell you what, if the TMC Sports wagon rolls into the parking lot,
it's going to be a good game.
Get ready. It's going to be a slobber knocker. It's going to be a ball game, Logan.
Well, we got this scoreboard magazine update here. The Grayson County Lady Cougars defeat Warren Central 60-58 in overtime.
Roll on, Cougars. You had a number with them early. I
had them up there pretty high. I think they're going to be in that top 3 again this week. We'll see tomorrow.
Here you go, Walt. What is going to happen? No shot clock.
Out of the corner, 2-pointer.
They've hit 2 clutch shots the last 2 trips.
Yep. 2-point lead, 70 seconds left. Ooh.
There you go. Throw the ball. Yeah, that's right. Stop before the trap and throw over the top. There you go.
Zach Hopewell. Crossover. He's foul number 10. 4th personal foul for Jalen Johnson. Courtney Ware, 4 for Hopkinsville as well. Nobody on, well, Nate Hopewell has 4 for Apollo. He's at the, Zach Hopewell at the line shooting 2 shots.
Got to have them. Hopkinsville coming down, ice water in the veins, bearing jump shots. You got to hit the freebies.
Missed the free throw. 1-point lead to Hopkinsville. Matlock. I'm going to clear the lane, clear the floor, put Matlock low, and see what happens.
I'm not going to shoot. You're just going to foul me, right, Logan?
Apollo had made 5 straight free throws before that last one, and then bricked that one.
Timeout Hopkinsville. Let's keep it right here. Good opportunity to thank our underwriters. PBI Bank, Tap Motors, Dan Hire Drugs, Cameron Body Shop, Plumbers and Pipe Fitters, Local 633, Estes Electronics, Bobby Wilson Furniture, Old Hickory Barbecue, Panther Radio and Kentucky Wesleyan College, Alex Bryant with Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance, American Patriot Getaway, Scoreboard Magazine, thanks for that update, and Total Market Concepts. So
here's my announcement.
Okay, what's your announcement? Go ahead.
If you play baseball or softball, ASA, you're going to be live streamed. Your team in every tournament played in Warren County this year, which are over 20, baseball and softball, live streamed on TMC Sports.
Well, there you go.
Now,
you 4 at a time.
Tell Grandma and Grandpa out in Kansas they can watch your grandson play softball, or great-grandson or daughter like you.
There you go. That's quite a plus. You're very involved with the people in Bowling Green, the Tourist Commission.
We are. A TMC
Kentucky
Sports
ASA.
Very involved.
All right, reset.
Okay, Walt.
40 seconds left. Hopkinsville's ball right into their bench.
See how I put that announcement in there when everybody was listening.
That's right.
That's marketing.
That's marketing.
Yeah, you can throw it at halftime and we're making faces.
Right.
And
No, I waited till crunch time, Walter.
All right. Hopkinsville has it.
Thank you, Logan.
Throw in the back court. Cage has it.
Well, it's a 1-point game, so Apollo is going to need to foul pretty quick. I take my chance. There you go.
Yeah.
And it's 1-1. It's 1-1.
Okay.
Still 1-1. Apollo's in the double bonus. And they still have to go one more for the 1-on-1. So send them to the line for 1-on-1. You're only down 1. Take your chances, right?
Come down. You got a shot. 3-point play if he doesn't get it. You got to get this rebound if he misses it, though. It's short. Rolls in, though.
Oh.
Hey, just like he drew it up.
That's Matlock. He's been the man.
That's Jalen Johnson on the free throw.
Oh, I thought it was Matlock.
But Matlock just came from behind. I don't know why he's not underneath, but
yeah,
doesn't want to risk a foul. Nobody's going to block him out there. Let's see what happens to him. Second free throw by Johnson. Give him 14 points. 3-point lead to Apollo or to Hopkinsville.
Well, they don't need to wait long. They need to go to the hole.
3-pointer, Eli Wright.
Another
29
great
points
game.
for Wright.
All right, well.
12 points, or 12 seconds rather. Lost his man, jump stop, bounce good. Outlet pass to Coombs. Battle around, that's going to be it.
Apollo wanted a foul on the last play, but didn't get it.
Yep. I don't know whether it would have been or not.
And Eli Wright is limping.
Who scored the basket down here for
Eli Wright hit the 3-point
down here?
Jalen Johnson scored that last bucket.
You know, he had a pretty good second half. He had 4 at the half, 12 the second half. You know, 74-72 win for Hopkinsville. I believe they'll remember this one as they go through the year. That's they improved 11-3. Apollo drops to 8-7.
Heck of a game. Heck of a game.
Yeah.
Man, what we've seen, excluding the girls' game, the last 3 games we've had have been decided by 4 points.
One.
Well,
that was the last.
No, Owensboro spread out to 7.
Yeah.
But it was overtime.
Yeah.
Apollo's lost 2 games in a row by 2 points total.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Let's go some individual scoring. First of all, for Hopkinsville, number 3, Courtney Ware, 5 points. Number 45, Stephen Cager, 9 points. Number 12, Nick Hatcher, 3 points. Number 32, Jaquarius Matlock, 15 points. Number 4, A.J. Tyler played, did not score. Number 12, Nick Hatcher, 3 points. Number 5, Jordan Gary, 12 points. Leading the way, number 10, Jalen Johnson, 16 points for the 11-3 Hopkinsville Tigers. 4, Steve Barker's Apollo Eagles. Number 24, Austin Tyler, 3 points. Number 42, Caleb Coombs, 7 points. Number 23, Nate Hopewell, 5 points. Number 22, Zach Hopewell, big night for him, 7 points. Number 11, Ben Moss, 8 points. Number 25, Nick Wells, 13 points. Leading all scorers, number 14, Eli Wright, with 29 points. Logan, what's some numbers for us?
Apollo finishes 20 of 32 from inside, 63%. 5 of 13 from downtown, 38%. 25 of 45 from the field for 56%. Just 17 of 26 from the free throw line, 65% for 72 points. Hopkinsville, 23 of 47 from inside, 5 of 12 from downtown, total of 28 out of 59 for 47%, and 13 of 18 from the free throw line, 72%, and they win with 74 points.
Your thoughts, Jim, on the game?
Great effort by Apollo. I mean, it's pretty obvious they were pretty tired. A lot of games, like 6, 7 games in 2 weeks, 8 games in 2 weeks. Big games, like Logan said earlier. I mean, that was a slobber knocker last night. They come out here, they got another one. They need some time off. Hope Eli's all right. He came up limping, really limping at the end, but he seemed a little better when they shook hands and went off. But, hey, hats off to Hopkinsville. They got a great team and a great program. We've seen some tremendous games, and we got one left to go.
Well, we do. We saw Henderson and Hopkinsville, both out of the second region. We know both of them can play. We've seen Bowling Green, Warren Central, and Monroe out of the fourth. Second, third, and fourth region, I think, has got some good talent. That's what the OIT and this showcase is about. Western Kentucky basketball, I think it's in great shape.
We tweeted this the other night, and I think it's a fact. Western Kentucky could make a run at Rupp Arena this year. Somebody out of that second, third, fourth. You know, a lot of good
my
teams
question
down
is,
here.
would that be Bellevue Baptist Church?
We will take all comers. Hey, I won the 2005 third region. Real quick story. A bunch of guys from Ohio County went to Western with, called me up. I just got off work at McDonald's. Hey, we need you to come up here and practice against the high school team. We took it to them. And Ohio County went on to win the region that year. So we won the third region that year.
Wow, that is pretty impressive. Walter, I'm going to get us out of here.
Okay, you do that, Jim.
For Walter Estes, the third region, 2005 third region champion, Logan Walker, for Ray Frazier and Dale Gray, who's with us. We're going to sign off for about 20 minutes, and we'll be back here at the TMC Sports Network at ihide.com/TMC Sports. Thank you, and good evening for about 30 minutes.